Let's talk about the first ever player in Rebirth of Glory to be able to get T5. Because I think it's a nice achievement that we give credit to this player. I've talked to this player and it's very helpful, and they've given me a lot of information as well on trying to get T5 in, Rebirth of Glory. Because even though we've seen T5s in other games, here it's slightly different as well. So the player right now is named Ian. He is in server 2. So he has really grind up a lot in here. Very, very strong battle power. There's no way we can beat him right now. Unless there is spending right now, there's no way that we can beat him. And even if there's spending, if the game balances it that you can't really, catch up so fast or create such a huge gap, then you still cannot catch up to Ian. Ian definitely is the strongest player right now without a single penny that is dropped in the game, nor from the alliances, because there is no alliance chest as well currently in Rebirth of Glory, as we're in beta stages here in October. So my name is Shinchi42, and I think I'm the only one who's really making videos about Rebirth of Glory. I truly believe about this game to be the next best game in the market, and we might not see it yet, but I think once people try this game in global release, they are not going to be disappointed. So if you're watching this, you better tune in, because this is going to be an interesting game. I promote games, or at least talk about games that are actually the things that I enjoy. Well, you'll see it in other content creators if they make videos in other games and they don't really follow through and actually playing it day to day. They're just making it for the money. Right now, I'm, creating videos for Rebirth of Glory. This is not, I don't get paid. The only thing that I get paid from is when you watch my YouTube channel and you watch the ads. So don't forget to support me by hitting that thumbs up and sharing the video. So right now, there is no sponsorship with Rebirth of Glory. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully there will be someday, because we're helping them to get their name out in here pretty much for free, honestly. So I would really love it. But at the end of the day, I'm enjoying the game. And when I'm enjoying the game, I think the viewers will know that Shin is actually enjoying the game and the game is actually enjoyable. I've gotten a lot of message already that they're saying, hey, I quit this old game and I came over here. I did not regret it. So stop digging a hole. Join over here. All right, sali na pagka Pinoy kayo. All right, so let's go and take a look at Ian. Ian has T5 already. He's got a lot of T5. I'm going to show you some screenshot that he have shared it to us. So he has managed to max out Kaltas and Aaron. So server 2 is a dead server, pretty much. It's not super active like in server 3, server 4, server 5. So with Ian also able to manage to rack up all those nice rewards in the game. So I think he managed to win, Aaron 3 in a row. And I'm thinking like there are other events that he's also being able to take advantage and taking first place all the time. So he is definitely way ahead of many players in the game right now. We got Linda as well, which is an elite, and then his Vista is almost maxed out too. 5552. Wow, definitely way ahead of us in here. We got Reynold, and then we got Selena 5512. Since Selena is fairly new, taking a while. We got Reed 5511. I think Reed was relatively new as well. I don't think this hero was introduced before I started. I think before I started, we didn't have Reed yet, I think. And then Reed came out just shortly when I started. I could be wrong. And then we got, this is Rex. All right. And then we got Carl and Alvin. His Alvin is almost maxed out as well. But you can see he's got T5 units in here. Now, when we look into Ian's gears in here and power, he is now 83 million power. Absolutely insane. Completely free to play. Since we don't have, this thing called debts as much, you can see that he is able to push up power, so fast. And since he is in a server that is not very populated now, there's not a lot of wars and there's just all growth, he's able to take advantage of this growth. And as you can see, 83 million is really high. What is this new helmet thing? I don't even know what this is now that they've added. A lot of things have been changing in the game, a lot of great updates within the game, and really good rewards. Sometimes, you have to understand that you're not always going to be the #1 player, which sad. I couldn't, I want to be number one, but in reality, we can't, because you have to put in some time and work into it. But if you're busy as well in real life, it's not going to be that easy as well. And also depends on the server that you're in, the competition that you're facing, and also the right now, I guess the health, the duration of the server when it was opened as well. So when I look into this, I noticed that Ian has a lot of legendaries in here, the runes. I assume he's able to buy out some of the stuff in the shops, in the auction house. I mean, that, those runes very cheaply, because there's really no one else to compete against him in buying those auctions. So that's one of the things. He has a significant advantage amongst everyone, I would say, when you're auction house in here. You can pretty much buy this at a very cheap bid as well, since there's no competition to go against with. It's a nice server to be in, but I feel like it's a bit late as well for that. But they definitely have a lot of strong players in there as well. So Ian being a T5, right? Very hard to go against with. But what he has shared to us is his technology, and I appreciate it, because he's a very knowledgeable guy, and he's got a lot of experience, especially playing through the beta in here. So here's the thing that he's mentioned to me. I'll show you a screenshot in a little bit as well. So what he has shown me is that you need to get 10, 10, 10 on all these three. Basically these, that you need to get 10, 10, 10 to basically get into T5. I know some of our members are trying to investigate this, but that's what Ian have mentioned to me, that he needs to do 10, 10, 10. I assume the prerequisite will be here. Once you click onto the T5, it will tell you that, hey, you need to go back in here and then max that out to T5. Sorry, not max that out, but get it to level 10. So this is one of the reasons why I kind of push a little bit high in here on my attack. But what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to work on my Beast Rider, get this to 555, unlock this troop HP. I realize I'm missing out a lot on buff. This is big, 2.5%, rather than me going for itty bitty buffs in here and very expensive. So that would have been a better one. It'll be cheaper than me going up high on these other ones in here. And then in here, you can actually see this is 3%, which is really high as well. So I messed up in here. I should have been working on these right away. I should have did basic 555 on all of them. I just was trying to avoid Beast Rider in here. So the reason why I'm mentioning this is because I don't want you guys to make a mistake. I want you guys to do better than me. That's why I'm making this video, is for you guys to do better than me. I don't necessarily have to be the number one or necessarily need to be the best, because I know I don't have all the time as well in the world. But if I can teach you guys to be the best and you guys can enjoy the game, you guys will enjoy and appreciate the content that I make as well. So what I recommend is go 5555, basically get the minimum in here, unlock this, get this right away, and then work on the prerequisite to get into T5. That's my suggestion in here. So let's take a look into Ian, because this video is really all about Ian. Very nice, right? So let's see. Let me pull out Ian's screenshots in here, and then let me show you what I'm talking about in here. First, we're gonna look into his troop amount in here right now. So let's see the display. All right. So as you can see, Ian's got a lot of troops. I was asking Ace right now on Discord that they should add a troop detail and indicate the total amount of troops, but you can see he's got over 1 million already of T5, and also got some T6 as well. Very scary. Wow. So you can see T5, and then I think 1.4 million, maybe roughly around that range of T5, and still a lot of T4 in here. So that's really, really, really cool. And then let's take a look at the technology that Ian was actually mentioning to us. Oh, by the way, this is something cool also right here. So what on the mercenary camp, whenever you're going to be able to get those T6, they're going to be red, and they are going to be called Supreme, I believe. And then here is the image that Ian have mentioned to me during our conversation, is that this, as you can see, 10, 10, 10, 10, and you need that to progress, I think, to get this HP 10, or maybe it's going to restrict you from the T5 in here. You might be able to get this to 10 and get this to 10 and get this to 10, but when you get into here, it's going to restrict you and tell you to go back and actually finish up and get them to 10. So you don't want to go push this to go to 11, because then you're wasting time. So you want to go 10, but I would say get the prereqs first, get these up high, and then go back and then do the work. I hope that makes sense, right? So this is pretty much, what Ian has done, and it's pretty cool, honestly. So going back in here, in the technology, I want you guys to work on that bare minimum and then go back. Another thing is that do your mathematics as well. So as you can see, my mathematics is 8 out of 10. I will probably work on it a little bit more, and research committee as well is a good thing. If you're running low on gold, you need to do a lot more trade haul task in here. I'll make a dedicated video about this. So basically, to get more gold is you increase your trade haul or trading house, and also your they change this from residence to longhouse. Your longhouse, those produce gold. Your chieftain hall as well. So I have a little side mission here to do 77 tax agreement right now. So we'll see what I'm going to do with that one. So, but yeah, this is it. So get to T5, work on that. There's also increase onto the taxes in the research as well. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys again next time.